just into the shop, and instead of giving us coins, they gave us sweets or gamakata.
Could be that the coins are so worthless that they think that chewing gum's worth more.
Today we're going to Islamic Cairo, which is apparently a specific area. Sorry, we just have to dodge a tree and a motorbike. To the Citadel and maybe the Hanging Church. So we're going to go and get the metro, same direction as yesterday, and then wander through the crazy streets again. It's absolutely baking hot today. The breeze we've had the last couple of days seems to have vanished. So hoping we can find a shady side of the street.
Whatever I like, it's not as hot as me.
There has been some stiff competition in the mornings on who can spend the most time by the pool.
Well, today it wasn't me.
But today it wasn't Emma because she's got a bit too much sunburn. So she just had a nice breakfast instead. Hopefully we can do a better job of the metro this morning. We have just found there are directions on which way to go, which we missed yesterday. So we're starting here, Safa Hagazi, and going to El Gish. See here, it's pretty good value. It's 8 Egyptian pounds for a journey, so that's about 10p. It gets quite busy in these trains.
Thank you for your cooperation in keeping the environment.
So we've walked out into what looks like a food market area, and there was a butcher's there with a cow's head. You see it?
Didn't really need that in that close proximity.
Fruit and veg stall, and another farm. Hey guys, just what do you think? It's like there's a goat, some sheep, farmer. Couldn't resist looking at this goat here. He's just grabbing his lunch from the bin. What are you up to? Yeah, enjoying that. Not sure what this is. A couple of lions above there. Maybe it's a restaurant. We may well be the only tourists in this area, but I do feel safe. Biggest danger is probably the traffic, because it just appears from out of nowhere. People are travelling by horse to bring their goods into the market. So it's the end of this long street and we've reached the walls of what is some kind of citadel. Just going to go straight through there, navigate this road first. Apparently there's a lot of walls in the city. Various rulers extended the walls, and yeah, this must be the furthest out wall. It's called Walls of Cairo. Fatmid Cairo was surrounded by walls of mud brick. The suggestion is it was built in around 1000 AD. So we're on al-muizz Street, considered the largest open-air museum of Islamic monuments in the world. 33 monuments. Yeah, I'm not sure how long the road is. In front of us there's a huge spire there, so that may be one of the minarets of the mosque. There's a bit of an argument behind us there. I think there was a car accident or something, the black car, and the lady was arguing with a guy. Probably not a surprise there's an accident on these tight streets. A lot of shisha pipes. Emma's just saying she prefers Athens to Cairo at this point. Why do you think that, Emma?
It's calmer there.
Calmer in Athens. It certainly is. What about this compared to Marrakesh?
Marrakesh.
Why is that? Marrakesh is busier than this, with all the cattle walking down the street.
Yeah.
Guessing that's a mosque there. Big open area inside. Not sure if we've reached another mosque or city wall. There are so many of the smoking pipes around here. I mean, you can't work out whether it's set up for tourists or whether it's set up for local. Occasionally people have been stopping us, but it's been quite rare. You don't feel like you're being dragged into every shop. It's probably easier than, say, Marrakesh for that. So we noticed a gate there, and here's a ticket office. It says for lots of monuments, so if you get that ticket we might be able to go inside some of these buildings. So this is the Kuala Wong complex. Looks like it's a mausoleum, and maybe it has like hospital in it where people lived, school.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح. This is like Cambridge. 4 schools. This is Cambridge. There is university. 1, 2, 3, and 4 schools.
Okay.
This boarding school. This roof from teacher student living upstairs.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
This is the sound system.
Sound system, and this is a sudu.
Sudu.
Wudu and this worship. This here, the holy water.
Holy water.
Yeah.
Okay, from a well.
Yeah.
Okay. Ah. Oh, yes,
And
I
it's
see.
old, and they give me water. No Nile. This water and give me.
From the Nile.
Yeah. And this here and that. Wudu.
I think they had a minaret each, one for the father and one for the son. Nice impromptu tour from the guy there. I think he's one of the main runners of the place. This is definitely tourist gear. Football players. We're deep into these side streets now. Off that main street that we mentioned before. It's got really quiet now. There were lots of shops a minute ago, but now it's quieting down. Lots of little alleyways. Joe and Emma are leading the way, and I'm not sure if we know where we are now. The GPS signal has gone. Some wigs there, in case we need one of those. Lots of gold. It's probably not gold. Lots of guys walking through with drinks. Had to let him through. He was really desperate to get through. He kept bashing my head with that thing in front. Oh no, he stopped. That means he's going to want to come past again. 3 on a bike. Oh, don't fall. Hoping to find somewhere that sells koshery, but it's a bit scary asking for it. So we'll keep looking. Maybe we'll find something that looks a bit more inviting.
Somebody should try one.
Joe's got a beer. I have a. It says Diet Coke. I'm not sure if it is or not. Birel. Emma's got some water. We're going to buy some koshery. Try some koshery. There's an eggplant salad.
Yeah, baba ganoush.
And what was the other thing?
It's the beans, the fava beans,
The
French fries.
bean-
Oh, Emma's having French fries.
Oh, French fries for Emma, isn't it? Yeah. She might try the other stuff. We'll see. Do you feel like we're sitting targets now, though, because people keep coming up to us and offering us things which we seem to be avoiding before? It's quite a narrow street, and this tour bus has just appeared. Hi, he's going to crash into us. He's waving. Is that safe? Oh, he's made it. That's good news. Sylvia Tours. That's your mum's tour bus. Sylvia. So some of the food has arrived. That's the baba koshery,
No, that's the beans and that's the baba ganoush.
baba ganoush, and the bread, of course. And Emma's fries. Joe, what's your thoughts on the food?
Baba ganoush is good.
Yeah, that's a bit bland, isn't
Beans
it?
are a bit bland, yeah. How are the fries then? Tasty.
The koshery has arrived. It's like lentils, macaroni. I don't know, is it bacon or something? And that's a chilli sauce now. This is the Egyptian mint tea, and it comes with, oh, it's got water in it. It's got some mint there, fresh mint. You put some sugar in yours? No. Oh, it's got his trick, Alibaba. This is our friend. What is your name?
Muhammad.
Mohammed. It's Mohammed.
سيد المغازي.
No, it's okay. Sorry.
Sorry, decoration. Alhamdulillah.
Oh no. Sorry, we have one. I've one already. Thank you. So the bill for the food came to 640, which is £10. Hey?
It's not quite 10.
A bit less than £10. It does say service there. I don't know if that means there's already a number in it. So it's the El Hawagi restaurant and Mohammed's restaurant. So, what's that? Do you want me to do a dance?
Yes.
Sure.
Hey.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
So I'm just gonna find the toilet. Up 2 flights of stairs. It's very clean. Looks good. So off now. Thanks a lot, guys. Cheers. See you soon. That was great. Really enjoyed that. Incredibly authentic. So we'll see how we feel tomorrow. Oh, good. Yeah, possibly a bit worried about the cleanliness, but
It's better to think about it.
but I think it's nice that you've tried something that is that local. Back into the souk area. Yeah, Mohammed seems to think it'll get busier later on in the day. I mean, we have decided this is all tourist rubbish, so yeah, there must be a lot of tourists about later. Hola, happy hoppers. Okay. You dance? Can you dance? I don't know. He can dance. So to carry on down the street, you have to get across this road, but there's a great big fence. I think you have to go below the bridge and then come round again. There's the bridge there. So as we're walking along, it's looking less likely that you can actually get through. Did I just see someone duck through that gate there? Ah, there's people climbing through a hole in the fence. Maybe that's the plan. There are lots of people around here, and it's surprising that the only way to get from one side of the city to the other is through that hole in the fence. But that seems to be what's happening. So that's where we came from, and the other street must be just down here somewhere. El Garoua Street. Yeah, this is back on track. That's the street we came down there now. I had it wrong. And this is the other street. Oh, Joe's found a friend. Guy talking to her. He was a bit more persistent, but it was still fine. He didn't carry on following us. What was he saying to you, Joe?
I think he was trying to say tourist market the other side.
Maybe that means that we're not supposed to be on this side. Hello. Reached the underwear section and nightgowns, bras and knickers area. Joe, would you have a problem if an Egyptian man was selling you your underwear?
I think it would be a bit creepy.
He might be able to do you a good deal. Sports shoe and football area. Whoa. Nearly got run down by a tuk-tuk then. I think we're approaching Bab Zuwayla, which was the end area we've mentioned before. Wikaka al-Nasbada. Yeah, not sure what that is. Found ourselves in this tiny alleyway, being held up by scaffolding. That bit's not being held up. There's a bit of a lean on that wall. They suggested it wasn't a good direction to go in. Very impressive roof. Not sure if people live above these shops. Another minaret. It's got busy around here. Some chickens. That's local butchers. That is how fresh the meat is. Another butcher's here. No live cows, It is just a culture thing, so I shouldn't be surprised, but you could literally watch them kill the chicken in front of you and then take it home for your tea, which for us might be a bit difficult. But it's probably better than buying it from a supermarket where it's been injected with preservatives to make it last longer. I would guess if these people came to one of our supermarkets, they'd think it was clinical and disgusting because it's all wrapped up in cellophane, and yeah, how can it still be good when it's been dead for so long? Whereas they know theirs is fresh. You can't beat preserving an animal by keeping it alive. This carrying bread on your head's quite a thing. This young lad here. I mean, it's quite light, that bread, because it's only thin, but he's doing well to carry all that. Not sure what he was after. So another minaret, and then in front of us we have the Citadel. I think I can see an entrance there. Emma's just about had enough at this point. She's not
Just about.
She's feeling quite tired. We're all feeling quite tired. Yeah, let's get a drink.
Lemon mint, what about anyone else?
Yeah. These two guys are going to sell us some drinks, aren't you? What are your names? Ed?
Bilal.
Bilal. Yeah. And is this your shop?
From where?
Huh?
From where?
From where? We're from England. Ah. Right. Are we getting them?
Yep. How much?
He's calculating. Joe just bargained the young boys down. They wanted 140, so £2, and she got them down to 100, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well done.
Wait, don't read it.
Maybe wrong here, but I don't know if this is the entrance to the Citadel. Seems a little bit quiet. There's a big gate there. Maybe it's shut. Yeah, the gates are shut. Okay. Just talking to a guy, and he said the Citadel is closed at 4:30. Entrance is this way. Joe says we've got 20 minutes, but I think the whole point of the Citadel is you climb to the top, so it's probably not worth it. We're going anyway. So we decided against the tuk-tuk after our issues and ended up with an Uber taking us back now. We did get stopped by 6 or 7 tuk-tuks, some who were very persistent, but we held our resolve. The what, sorry?
Go with Ali. Ali won't charge you. Go, Manny.
Oh yeah, he wasn't going to charge us, was he?
Down with Ali.
This is us back. He was Hasham. He gave me a £1 note saying, "You are Hasham, welcome." They are very kind people here. So we're back at the balcony and just having some thoughts for the day. We weren't out for long. What was it?
It felt longer than it was, I think. It was probably
3 hours?
just done 4 hours.
4 hours.
Out of 4 hours.
We went into a couple of those churchy type things.
Most, and what's it? That Madrasa, the teaching schools.
Yeah.
They're amazing buildings. That whole row that you got the name of was amazing.
It was.
The architecture was fabulous.
Did you feel safe?
Yeah, I did.
Mm.
Yeah, I did the whole time, to be honest. It just felt a little bit crazy. There were some hassle
Not much
at the
at
end,
all.
but not much. Nothing like Marrakesh, and certainly not like other places.
Yeah.
It took the worst to the tuk-tuk drivers.
Yeah, they were. That was just because probably our stupid fault for being on the side of the road where we were.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
But the people in the shops, they
No,
really
they
could
were
have been
alright.
pushing us a lot harder.
No.
I don't think they'd have got much out of us
No,
because most of the
seemed
stuff they
to
were
take-
selling was
They
rubbish.
seemed to take no quite easily.
Yeah, we just couldn't work out what the target market was for some of that gear that they were
It
selling.
looked like tourist hat, but there were so few tourists about.
But that was, they said, because it was,
Too hot, and there's only English and Americans mad enough to be out, and everyone else will come out in 2 hours' time.
that's it. Yeah, later on it'd get busy. So yeah, I don't think there's any issue with safety.
I've not felt it at all, although I'm not convinced I'd go for a run here. And
Yeah.
that's not the temperature in the morning, I think that would be fine. But I haven't, even though the area we're in is really nice, I'm probably, is it ultra safe because all the embassies are here, or is it more of a target because all the embassies
Well,
are
there's a
here?
lot of police
There's
around.
lots of guards and police. I still don't think I would run here because it's just not a thing.
Yeah. They were. So it is a big surprise that there aren't more Western people here on holiday. I mean, especially given the prices. We all love a cheap holiday, and it really is cheap here. But you do find that if you get off the beaten track, it's very run down. There's buildings that have collapsed and there's rubble everywhere. But when you're in the main streets, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's certainly a lot worse than any street you'd find in the UK, because the paving is normally broken up.
In terms of comparison with Marrakesh, it doesn't feel quite as crazy, although instead of motorbikes you've got buses driving through the market at Islam area where we were earlier. That was quite interesting.
There's less donkeys being used, less horses.
Yeah, definitely. It's probably more westernised.
Yeah.
Generally, isn't it?
It is.
But maybe that's to do with the size of the place, given Marrakesh is concentrated around the Medina, and there's not quite a similar place. There's nothing quite the same as that here, is there? It's a big city.
Yeah, there's no particular spot like today. We just seem to be going and going. Maybe at the Citadel we would have found there was more stuff to do. But
Well, actually, I think that's about the building. It looked like an enormous building.
yeah, and a view. There's a view up there, so maybe
because
people
it is
would
up a
want
little
that.
bit.
So what to expect? Don't expect neat and perfection. Expect it to be very rough around the edges, but also don't expect to be scammed in every direction like so many different videos suggest that you will be. You probably will be if you go in a tuk-tuk. You'll probably go around in a circle and get put back in the same place. But if you're using Ubers all the time, you'd probably be fine. And the Western hotels are spotless. I wouldn't know what the Egyptian hotels are like. And whilst the Western hotels are more expensive, they're not a lot of money considering what you're getting. And for the safety aspects, because they've got guards outside, and you just don't feel like there's a problem when you're inside them. So that's it for another day. We have one half day left. It might be another museum. We'll see what happens.